What's around, everyone? This is going to be your tarot card reading for the eclipse that we had, right? So it's been some days now since the eclipse. So this is going to be an advice card going based off of each zodiac sign. And yes, I'm going to do for Sun, Moon, and Ascendant of that zodiac sign. So eclipse, right? So they both was in Taurus at that. All right, we had the sun in Taurus at the time. The moon was in Taurus. So that is heavy earth energy that was upon us. So let's see what advice, now that we are fully emerged into the eclipse energy, right? Because just because it's not eclipsed anymore at that particular moment, celestial energies last a little bit longer. All right, just because we can't really physically with our eyes see those energies as is. That way, you know, that's why when it goes, we kind of forget about it. But for those who know, even though it may not look like an eclipse, the energies are still going on. So in this sense, let's talk about your advice. We're going to be using oracle cards for this one here, okay? Because this energy you need to know on a deeper level, because it is the beginning of pretty much the year, the beginning of something coming up new, you know, beginning of what you have planted so far. How's that coming along? What you're doing in your life? What changes and plans you have made? How that's going? Things that you have detached from. You know, just any kind of changes that has been made, or that you plan on making, or that you're working on right now. This is going to be the advice card. This can be applied to your relationships. This can be applied to your business. This can be applied to your career. This can be applied to soulmates, twin flames, love lives, whatever you want to apply it to. This is going to be that overall energy for you. All right, so let's get started. All right, Aries, this is for you. Number 48, a burst of magic. So look at what we got here. This is a beautiful, beautiful card. And if you can see that silhouette there coming out of the lotus, and all the stars are around, 5-pointed stars are everywhere, Aries. So you must be going through some kind of epiphany. Okay, something or everything around you is just magical. You know what I mean? Check your surroundings out, by the way, you know, and look, I would start home. Start at home. Start in your community. Start, you know, on your street, on your block. But there's magic there too. But let's start with you, though. All right, so an epiphany is happening right now. So a sudden higher knowledge, a sudden higher knowing, a sudden higher angle, a certain higher perspective that you have now. It's like a sense that everything has a purpose. And this is why I was kind of saying, even start with yourself, but then look at where you are. Start with your home, you know, your backyard, front yard, your porch, you know, your street, your community. But everything starting with you and around you is magic, and is there to support you, and support your purpose, you know. And your purpose is a gift, you know, that you were born into. You know what I mean? A lot of people just say, oh, the gift just fell upon me. No, you were born with these gifts. Now, everybody's born with gifts and talents, but what you do with it, if you exercise it, are you using it? You know, so basically, this is just saying, you know, all the gifts that are in you, it's time to let them out. And if they're coming out already, or you have been letting them out, continue to let them out, because what's going to happen is it's going to create magic, not only upon you or within you, but also within your household, also within your community. It's just all going to come together, and it's like cultivating a conscious contact with a knowledge that's out of this world. Let's put it like that. It's not common knowledge. You know, it's something that is, how would you say, subconscious maybe, right? So it's knowledge that you don't see, hear, talk about. You can't find it nowhere. It's directly aiming at you, and it's a higher perspective, an understanding of what is to come. And your power right now is to be that magic, all right? So coming to know, okay, so this card is basically just saying, you know, be mindful, you know, of your surroundings. Like I said, start with your surroundings within you. You know, how are you feeling? You know, what are you thinking about? You know, things like that. So start to pay attention more internally to what your needs and starting to also pay attention to the signs and symbols and sigils and synchronicities that might happen just within yourself. We haven't even talked about looking at the room that you're in, or the house that you're in, or the apartment you're in, or the surroundings. We're just talking about internally. Now, as you go out into your community and move into other rooms and go outside and walk down the street, or around the neighborhood, or wherever you are, things are going to start sparking. That's where the burst comes in. And it's just like pow, pow, and you're not going to see it coming, nor should you be looking for it either. So stay in that state of awareness, you know, present awareness. Or they like to say, stay in the present, stay in the moment, every moment. You could be cooking, be present when you cook. A burst of magic might happen right there. You know, be present when you're taking a shower. A burst of magic. Those simple things, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. Those simple things, right, that you do. Because everything we do is a symbol. You know, is magic. Is a sigil, right? So, pay attention to yourself. And it will come. Have a wonderful day and night, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants. During this eclipse,